What is up? This is your boy, Anecdotal, and today I'm going to go through all the levels of the hard version of Spirit Highlands that I have to farm. So, it just opened up, and when it did, I have a whole lot of comments just asking how in the world do I beat certain stages, and until that day, I have not yet went ahead and did those stages. So starting now, and I am on stage 5-1. Yeah, 5-1. I'll just give you a recording of me passing all of these Spirit Highlands stages. That way you know what I used and where I struggled to beat things. And also you get to go ahead and see a really great highlight or showcase of particularly really great units for game modes like Spirit Highlands, Tower of Trials, and all of the like. But really, you really just need about maybe 6 or 7 really good units, and there are quite a few that are just like MVPs within my eyes. So Senior Musketeeress for me is definitely one of the greatest magical range units for me, especially for things like TOT. And then the MVP, the greatest TOT unit of all time, is Astro Captain. Man, if you can put Astro Captain on your team, put it on your team. If you lose, make another Astro Captain to T3 and you'll see that you'll win. So here are like the 3 best TOT characters there are in the game. That would be Blade Master, Frost Demon, and Astro Captain. Like I said, Musketeeress is kind of weak but really good for range. Like you can see that she's getting a whole lot of damage there even though I just lost. So every once in a while when you just can't go straight DPS, and I did get some of the units like this Paladin to T3 just to see if it will revive my Musketeeress just in case if it died, but I didn't see any of that happen. Honestly, I think I really overvalued her the first time I saw her. I was expecting a pretty cool revive. Even for Outland Battle, I didn't really see it. So it looks like this stage right here is, man, it's really annoying. So every time that happens, I just reset and go back to who I know is always really good. Blade Master is always really good. Astro Captain and Dark Spirit has really good pushback. So that pushback made all the difference, even though you see the damage wasn't crazy. Dark Spirit's really fast, also really good for magic. So, oh man, Astro Captain. You're gonna see a lot of Astro Captain in most of these clears doing the majority of the damage because her skill is like this crazy piercing laser. Look at that. The enemies couldn't even get in. It was just all done. For a second, what the huge takeaway is Astro Captain, but when you do see a lot of air units, and let's say you don't have her, look at me just trying to solo with her, Pilot really works. So there's a human unit called Pilot. You can T3 it, and it has like this really floaty bomb looking thing that looks like it came out of a Bowser type of thing from Super Mario's, and it just destroys anything in the air. So usually when there are a lot of air units, I like to use Pilot, but if I just want a straight DPS, not think about anything, my go-to people are the Outland Battle team of Valkyrie and Flame Spirit. Like as you see here, you just can't mess with any sort of Fire Spirit here, and you want to go with Astro Captain because there's just no beating these people. Here I just want to see the new unit at T3 here, the Senior Druid, but you know, I actually don't like her too much. I also tried to test out the Undead unit that came out because I wanted to see the dragon pop up, but I never saw it. I never saw that bone dragon appear, so I'm just not really too impressed with that unit, even in something like TOT, just to sort of see the visual effects. I like slowed it down to 0 times speed up on the top. If you didn't know, you could actually turn off your 5 times speed or 2 times speed if you want to really look at what's happening on TOT and really try to analyze who's not doing any work, who's getting 1-shotted or 2-shotted, and how you should edit your team. But by now, I mean, I finished all of the regular Spirit Highland. If you want to see me complete Spirit Highland, you know, over and over again, because every update there's new stages of Spirit Highland, so that you can see, so that you can get the new fragments for the new 4 honor units that come out. Each one will have a new fragment, and that way you can be able to get a maximum of 4 if you can finish all the Spirit Highland. But yeah, so I'm used to most of what these units are capable of. Sometimes I just T3 a unit just to see what they can do on stages like this. And oh, have we come Have we come to the end of the road here? Let's see. These units are actually really cool. And like the new pet fragments are actually really cool. Now I really want to see what they're capable of when we get them up a few star levels, but it looks like I'm getting absolutely wrecked by these guys right now. So, you know, as long as my Astral Captain is there, a W is possible. So I'm just going to try to keep him alive. So Lich is here and doing all of its work to try to keep everyone in one place. And Cleric can heal. Can heal both my Ninja of Darkness that's going crazy, which used to be the #1 best TLT unit in the game, and at one point was the best unit in the game to run the undead team. Like the original 1-core undead team was actually Ninja of Darkness just killing it. And here we really needed a tank. So if you didn't want to use Ninja of Darkness, you could have just used like a golem or something to work as a tank, while everybody else just does massive damage. And a cleric is kind of half DPS, half damage. So if you really wanted to play it safe, you could have put a priest, but I prefer going high DPS all the time. But I know that a lot of players already have a T3 priest. You don't need to have one, but I know a lot of people have done like the mistake of T3ing a priest just because you have a priest on your main team, so you just want to T3 them. So it makes sense if you do have a priest. Works great as a healer for TOT when you have a stage like that have a lot of little minion-y type of units crawling all up on you. You want to have a really great tank like Bigfoot or the blue golem looking thing, and like this one. Yeah, and you just want to have a healer so he doesn't die. I like Cleric, it's like a nice in-between. But seriously, Frost Demon, since it dies and comes back to life 3 times, I think it's enough. The DPS is good, has really good AoE, meaning that it does crazy splash damage and hits a lot of characters. So I really like Frost Demon, and I also really like Blade Master. Like those 2 orcs are my go-to orcs, and that's about it. And here you go again, Astral Captain. I'm telling you, when you can use Astral Captain, you use Astral Captain. And here, the Dark Elf works in the same way that Frost Demon does. She dies, comes back to life 3 times as well, and gets stronger every time she does, but she doesn't have the greatest HP pool. The reason why I do like her is because her attack has like a really huge whip, and that whip can luck out and hit the crystal, so I like having her there. It's the same reason why Sword Dancer is also very popular with her dash attacks. But I find now with these new units like Astral Captain, their reach with their skills is insane. So I really love Astral Captain. And for the future of the videos for the hard version of Spirit Highland, it's probably going to be shorter, and it's just going to be a whole lot of Astral Captain just destroying everybody, just disintegrating everybody. And you'll see Musketeers is also someone I really like to use, and Frost Demon, Valkyrie, Flame Spirit. You'll see these people are always there, always at the top of my list for how I can possibly clear TOT, and sometimes like not even look. So there are times where there's an immunity to magical damage or physical damage, and I'll just throw out the same team because they all have really good pushback, all have really good AoE, and they're all very quick to get to the crystal. So usually those are not problems for me. Am I gonna get this one here, or will I get overrun by all these cavalries? Yeah, I think I might just get overrun here, unless Dark. Nope. So for a stage like this, maybe you want to use a Sword Dancer because there's just so many units here, or maybe you just need a slight attack buff in Valkyrie. So let's see if my Valkyrie could just buff up the damage, and that way we get there a little faster, and that's all you needed. Just make those 2 shots a 1 shot, and that stage is done. So there you go, that's the power of Valkyrie. Plus I have, I think, 8 T3 Valkyries, so my Valkyrie is stronger than the average Valkyrie because I wanted to do better in Outland Battle. So if you didn't know, there's a trans point system where you could actually make your T3 unit stronger by having multiple T3 units, which is the secret to Outland Battle. So if you want to be better at Outland Battle, just T3 multiple Valkyries and multiple Flame Spirits, and you'll see that it becomes so much easier because you're increasing their potential. So their potential goes up like 100% if you get, I think 20. You need 20 T3 of those 2, and you're just gonna blow by Outland Battle. I know you can't use 20 of them, but you will increase their stats due to the new transport transpoint system, so make sure to do that, and you will find even TOT gets easier. But all that being said, Astral Captain, I feel, is still the best TOT. Like, look at this. Who's doing all the damage? All right, make sure also not to put Astral Captain first. She will die. So when that happens, put her like 3rd or 4th in the list, or just make sure that she's protected when she attacks so that she can get all her damage in and not die. That would not be good. So it looks like I'll probably just run out of tickets right here. So this is as far as we got on the first round. Now, if you have questions on earlier ones, I'll try to do it, but I already did it. So you know, just from here on out and the next pages, this has been your boy Anecdotal. If you like this video, make sure to like it, share it with anybody from the EF community, and of course, don't forget to make yourself known and comment down below. Peace.